Assalamu alaikum. Welcome to Sports Street International here on IBN Channel 8, live from the Bamboo. I'm your host, Riza Basali. And you could see this program live every Thursday evening at 5 p.m. and a rerun on Thursdays at 6 p.m. We're live on Facebook, IBN TV, YouTube Live, IBN Master. Well, this is a big show here tonight because I'm in red and I want to pay tribute to the Red Force, their first regional title after 20 years, 2006. And I have an interview lined up with one of the Red Force members, Mr. Cephas Cooper from Marak Village in Moruga. And then let's go back to 2006, the last time before last Thursday's victory. Last time, 20 years ago, I found Amit Jagannath, you know, the top class off spinner who played for the TNT team for so many years. So stay tuned to that. Well, as I said, you know, Red Force time this time around. And we want to, as I said, fully reflect on the Red Force here tonight. Well, let's recap what happened last week. Now, last week I had Zahir Ali, a former under-19 1999 World Cup player to Sri Lanka, from, of course, Bamboo #1 originally. And he's presently Director of Policy and Community Support at the Ministry of Homeland Security. Let's see, do we have a picture of Zahir there? All right, and I mean, he's doing fabulous work at the Ministry of Homeland Security in charge of policy, really all those programs, social programs that he's working with all these stakeholders in the country, Ministry of Social Development, Ministry of National Security, the Parents Teachers Association. All these are coming together to, of course, try to alleviate, you know, the violence in the schools and thereabouts in the country. But he said something very importantly about the impact of sport in our communities. Let's run that clip.
This being a sporting program would have been motivating to me to be on this program because I think that sport has a sometimes we underestimate the importance of sport. You have heard, as a historian, West Indies cricket is what brought Caribbean people together.
Correct, is right.
And Nelson Mandela would have indicated that sport is the fastest thing. You bring out a bat and a ball and go to the savannah.
Right.
You wouldn't have to convince persons to get involved.
Right.
You bring out a football, you wouldn't have to convince persons to get involved, and especially young people. So
right.
I think that you are sitting on a very sensitive area, and
yes,
I want
sir.
to urge you to continue to promote sport, because I'm looking at sport where I sit as Director of Policy.
Yes, sir.
I'm looking at sport in our interventions, and I know we'll speak about it in a short while, but
okay,
sport is very close to my heart.
Thank you. Sport is very close to his heart, as I mentioned at the top. He was a former West Indies under-19 player, of course, originally from Bamboo #1, and he still is there, you know, in a very important position as Director of Policy and Community Support at the Ministry of Homeland Security. Zahir, thank you again for appearing live last week on Sports Reel International here on IBN Channel 8. Well, let's go quickly to Trinidad Muslim League again. The Cricket Win-Ball League that is happening over the last couple of weeks and continuing until, I believe, July, August at the Masjid Grounds in St. Joseph. Now, before we put on these clips, we had a clip here with Bamboo Youths versus Karipichaima Youths. Karipichaima 60 for 4 in 7 overs. Rashad Shah 20. Ghani 4 wickets for Bamboo. For Bamboo, and then they scored 57 for 6 in 7 overs, topping 12, Garbaran 13. And Ishmael Mohammed and Salim Bokas 3 wickets each for Karipichaima. Let's run those clips right now on that match. Karipichaima versus Bamboo Youths. We have another? All right. So, and then that was on Saturday, the 16th of May. And then on Friday, the 15th of May, we had IYM versus Warrenville, Jamaat. And Warrenville won comfortably. Let's look at some of those highlights. IYM against the top Warrenville batsman. This is a big clash, the clash of the heights.
Step on the side of that building.
At the end of the pool of night,
Well done, well done. Well done, well done. That's it. Shut
Great. All right. Those are highlights of IYM versus Warrenville. I just wanted to salam to Sahib Samir Juman and Sahib Siddiq Ramjon, who are doing a fabulous job out there, and all the members of that committee of the Trinidad Muslim League. Now, again, let's acknowledge some of those sponsors who are supporting the TML, Cricket League, Arawak, Atlantic Trading, Mohammed's Electrical, Inayat Sprinting Company Limited, SM Jalil, Sultan Black Sea Drinks, the Box Yard, Salam Cola. I like that drink, boy. The sugar-free one, I like that drink. I'll Buy Chicken, Power Star, Cricket Bats, and Karim's Chiblo, the man from El Socorro. Karim, that was some tough card with Turup last night, boy, back in Mormontville. I know learning this game called Turup. Fascinating game, you know. You have to hang the king. Unlike in all fours, you have queen, king, and jack to queen and king and S to hang a jack. But in Turup, you only have the S to hang the king. A fascinating game, Karim's Chiblo, the man from El Socorro. Thanks again, Mr. Karim, for your support, and others of the TML League in St. Joseph. All right, so now the Red Force. The Red Force. I have really some extensive coverage of this Red Force victory. Over Guyana last week in Antigua, over the Guyana Harpy Eagles by 144 runs. And kudos to all the stakeholders, including the TTCB staff, coaches, players, media officer. Thank you, Mr. Zaid Ali, for your continued, of course, connection with me over the last couple of weeks, sending all your WhatsApp notes on what is happening in Trinidad and Tobago cricket. So now let's line up some of those photos and videos, starting with the champion photo. West Indies Championship 4-day regional battle. Champions, Trinidad and Tobago Red Force. Right there in the middle, of course, is Joshua De Silva. Then we have the Ministry of Sport acknowledging congratulations to TNT Red Force composite pictures. Now remember, as I said, this was the Red Force first regional championship since 2006. They played that 2006 final in Barbados, beating Barbados by 264 runs, but we'll get to that later. Then we have the prize money. Ooh. My technicians, Zaki, saying $200,000 to be shared among the team. And that is Mr. De Silva on the right and Mr. Amir Django, who had a good season with the Red Force. What we have now lined up is a little clip now with the welcoming ceremony. The welcoming ceremony at the Piarco International Airport. We first have the anthem. Let's take a look and hear of that.
Of the Arabian Sea, this our native land, we pledge our lives to thee. Here every creed and race finds an equal place, and may God bless our nation. Here every creed and Well done. Thank you very much.
National anthem of TNT. And now let's hear the president for a short while, Mr. Azim Basarat.
Master of Ceremonies. Good afternoon to everyone. As protocol have already been observed, I want to get straight down into business of the day. Today, ladies and gentlemen, is a proud and historic day for Trinidad and Tobago cricket, as we welcome home our champions, the Trinidad and Tobago Red Force, champions of regional cricket once again. Today is especially significant because this is the first time in 20 years that Trinidad and Tobago has reclaimed regional four-day supremacy. 20 years is a long time for a cricketing nation with the history, talent and pride of Trinidad and Tobago. Many great players have worn this jersey over the years and came close, but this group of players and management have now etched their name into the history books by bringing this prestigious title back home where it belongs. This victory was long in coming. Many people will celebrate the trophy today, but those of us who have walked this journey know the sacrifices, disappointments, and near misses that came before this moment. We remember 2024, when against this same Guyana team, circumstances beyond anyone's control, even cows walking onto the pitch, denied us the outright result that many believe would have carried us all the way to the championship. Then last year, the title once again came down to the final day, and against the same opposition, we narrowly missed out. But great teams do not break under disappointment. Great teams grow.
The great teams grow. Now, 20 years is admittedly quite a long time, and there may be reasons for that. And of course, we'll have to reflect on that, because before 2006, the last time we won the regional title was in 1985 under Ranji Nanan, but we'll get to that later. Now, I'm reading here the Express, 23rd of May. Of course, that was on Thursday afternoon. The Red Force came in around 4:15 according to the flight. I couldn't make it. But Mr. Basarat is quoted as saying, and I want to read here, Thursday's hero welcome at Piarco International Airport was fitting. The players, coaches and administrators deserve the applause after defeating Guyana Harpy Eagles to reclaim the title that had eluded this country since 2006, as I'm now mentioning. The applause alone should not be where the recognition ends. TTCB President Azim Basarat has made a call that deserves serious consideration. Honor the Red Force in the same manner as last year's Caribbean Premier League winning Trinbago Knight Riders team. Last year, the TKR, of course, received the Shakonia Medal Gold after capturing the title. So sporting achievements should be celebrated. This one, of course, our Red Force. And regional titles are more significant, in my opinion, than 50 over or 20 over titles, because 4-day cricket and 5-day cricket, in my estimation, is the real metal of cricket. It really tests your gumption. I have nothing wrong, against T20 cricket, all that, but I'm just saying 4-day cricket, which is a platform. 5-day cricket, well, we don't have 5-day cricket, we have 5-day test matches, which is a platform for, preparing for test cricket format. And, in secondary schools, we have more so 2- and 3-day cricket. Of course, we don't have 4-day cricket really in secondary school, but we should be playing more 4-day cricket. And just a point in case, in this last regional tournament was just concluded, remember in the first round, teams played each other. Leeward Islands, we played in the first round at 3 different venues in Antigua. It wasn't really a round robin. We played the same team, and other teams played the same team in venues in other countries. So why did that happen? Well, a lot of talk on that, really. Why did that happen? Lack of funding, moving from country to country. But the Barbados victory and the Guyana victory was very significant for Trinidad and Tobago. So I have some photos and a clip was sent to me by Michael De Silva, with the Red Force arriving at the airport, not at the Piaco, not upstairs. But let's look at some of those photos and then a lovely 4-minute clip with the TASA ringing in the back. Let's hear it. Force celebration at Piarco International Airport. Thank you, Mr. Michael De Silva, father of the Captain Joshua De Silva. So I want to again acknowledge my title sponsor, Possard's the Food King. So let's take our first break, and when we come back, we'll open up the lines and you call in and tell us about how you feeling about the Red Force victory over Guyana. So let's take a break, and we'll be back on Sportsreel International in a few minutes. Stay tuned.
Win one of 100 shopping sprees. Super Mom, Super Dad, Super Wins sweepstakes is here at Possard's the Food King and Bright Ideas. This is your chance to shop, enter, and win weekly. Here's how you can win. Every time you spend $300, you get an entry form for your chance to win one of 100 shopping sprees. Plus, every Saturday during our live draws, you can shop, spin, and win instantly at any Possard's the Food King. Hurry! Promotion ends June 24th and is NLCB approved.
Possard, quality value, that's our way. The real Possard's, we're here to stay. The Food King Possard's.
Ready to step into the future of home design? Crafted for longevity with durable tempered glass and premium hardware finishes, our shower enclosures ensure your home is ready for whatever the year brings. Out with the dated, in with the modern. Experience a bathroom that's as easy to love as it is to clean. Make this your year of style. Contact Camry Glass today, and let's start your transformation.
Fruitopia, the drink that rocks your lunchtime. Fruitopia, Fruitopia, it's a drink that's high. The citrus punch, fruit punch tastes nice. Guava, pineapple, that give me a vibe. We don't want nothing less compared to the rest. Fruitopia the best. Punch any thirst when it comes to the test. Perfect thing for my lunch. Flavors pack a punch. Fruitopia, Fruitopia, it's a drink that's hype. The citrus punch, fruit punch tastes nice. Fruitopia, the drink that rocks your lunchtime.
Try our new passion fruit flavor today. Taste the passion.
It's time for mid-month savings at Southern Food Baskets. Fine Choice Calypso Pack, $15.95. Fine Choice Economy Pack, $31.95. Perdix Chicken Nuggets, 300 grams, $19.95. Crown Parboiled Rice, 8 kg, $69.95. Swiss Pasta Cuts, 300 grams, $4 for $19.95. No Name Toilet Paper, 2 pails for $89.95. Coca-Cola, Sprite, Schweppes 2 liter, 2 for $19.95. Richport Tuna Flakes in Water, 3-pack, $14.95. Diamond Foil, 25 feet, 2 for $19.95. Clorox 1 gallon, $31.95. Hurry in today and stock up for less at Southern Food Baskets, where big savings meet everyday value.
Construction Services and Supplies Limited has built a reputation over the years on reliability, honesty, and pride, with a qualified and experienced workforce to oversee all projects, commercial, industrial, and institutional. We deliver the highest quality designs, build and remodel equipped for the pulse of construction needs. Construction Services and Supplies Limited, 1324 Southern Main Road in Rapport, 648-8882. That number again, 648-8882. Construction Services and Supplies Limited. We are proud to partner with you.
Welcome back to Sportsreel International here live from the Bamboo number 2 IBN Channel 8. I'm your host, Riza Abbasali. Well, technicians, put up the lines, the numbers on the line. If anybody looking on would like to congratulate the Red Force while I go through the match. There are the lines. Let me see here. 663-8373 or 645-4422. What is that? 6, I can't see it. It's or not, something like that. So while I speak about the match, you could call in and, congratulate the Red Force. How you like the victory 20 years ago, 20 years later. Anything that you may find, of course, respectful to the team and the audience that you call in. All right, so let's hold those lines are up. Now, I just want to talk about the match briefly. 260. This match was at the Viv Richards Stadium on the 17th of 20th of May. The final, TNT 260 at one stage 162 for 9. Seal 70 not out and Phillip 26. They put on 98 for the last wicket. Guyana 247. Van Lange 50. Seals again 4 for 56. TNT 267. In their second innings, Evan Lewis 122, and he has retired from regional cricket. Thank you, Evan Lewis, for your fantastic service to TNT Cricket. Django 48, Versami Pumal 4 for 14. And then Guyana set 281 for victory, bowled out for 139. Seal Street for 39, Hines Street for 20, James 2 for 12. That's Joshua James, our friend from Tobago. So the Seals had a great match, 17 not out and 7 for 95. So let's look at this photo of Mr. Seals. Now hold it right there. Are you seeing Jaden Seals? The arrow as the back. This is 10 years ago. And those guys were part of the 2016 Cricket Academy that I was a lecturer in West Indies cricket in those days, between 2011 and 2018. Fantastic time I had there. And those who are you? Do you recognize some of those players, audience? Do you recognize some of those players? All right. We have a caller. Hello? 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 Hello?
Yes, I'm hearing you, but you're not hearing me.
Yes, I'm hearing you now. Go ahead. Where are you calling from?
I'm calling from Sandi Grande, sir.
Go ahead, sir. What is your call? Let me hear your comment.
Okay, I am calling about to congratulate the Red Force team on their victory, their splendid victory.
Yes, man. That was a well-earned victory. What do you think?
It was a tremendous victory. I mean, after 20 years, I thought it was a team's effort where all the players chipped in to bring home their coveted title. It was done. It was a team effort. And seeing that in the final we were struggling at one time, and then we had that tremendous late order partnership between Jaden Seals, the fourth person, who no one thought could have knew the blade from the hand of the bat. And he just scored. And you really set the foundation with the bat and the partnership to really set up the victory for the Red Force.
You are
a tremendous victory indeed.
You are correct, sir. That 98 run last wicket with Philip really saved us. Thank you, Sandi Grande. So let's
thank you so much.
Thank you so much. Let's look at that photo again. Yes, that is an impactful photo. Now, I want to really recognize all these players. Do you recognize them? Let me try to identify them for you. Well, in the front there is Keegan Simmons, sitting down there with yours truly. And let me try to identify the rest. The left to right at the front, Avinash Mahabir Singh, Emilio Gopal, Daniel Williams, Leonardo Julian, Christian Thurton. The lines are still out. Navin Bedesi on the extreme right. Of course, he was a Sports Really guest a few weeks ago, back in November. Now the back, left to right, Kellon Lynch, Shatrughn Rambaran, Sharon Lewis, David Williams, Jaden Seals, look him right there in the middle. This was 10 years ago. James Duncan, Iqui Craig, Jabari Mills, 2016. Now, I'm sure a lot of you must be wondering, well, I mean, you might have an update on what these guys are doing. Bedesi has, of course, gone on to play for the West Indies. Seals, of course, is a West Indian player. I just mentioned Bedesi. I think quite a lot of these guys have played for TNT on the 19 levels. But that is the Cricket Academy back in 2016. Sports Reel International, a reflection on IBN Channel 8. All right, so now let's move on quickly. Oh my gosh, half past, what is this? 5:30 already. Now, Cephas Cooper had a terrific match against Barbados in the semis at the Coolidge Cricket Ground on the 10th of 13th May, the Trinidad and Tobago opener. And Red Force won that by 440 runs. So, in that Barbados match, which was the semi-finals, TNT 333, 280, Barbados 296, 177. In that match against Barbados, Cooper scored 93 and 102. So I got hold of Cephas Cooper from Marak Village in Moruga. And all of Moruga happy about Cephas's outstanding season with the Red Force. Let's hear that clip.
And now we have the Red Force opener from Marak Village, Mr. Cephas Cooper. Welcome, Cephas, to Sportsfield International. How are you?
I'm good, man. It's a pleasure to be on with you.
Thank you, man. Well, you're a regional champion. How does that feel to you and the family?
It's really a great feeling to be part of this historic moment and this amazing team.
Great, man. Great. I mean, lots of celebrations, I'm sure, going on.
Yeah, like everyone is really happy. My parents are really proud, and the whole village and the whole community.
Yeah.
Are really happy and proud of this moment.
Marak Village in the spotlight, Mr. Cooper. Well done. You had a great match versus Barbados in the semi-finals, back-to-back innings, 93 and 102. How were you able to construct such two brilliant innings back-to-back in the same match?
Well, the first three games that I played didn't went so well, so I just went out there in the fourth match and I really needed some runs, and I just put my head down and back for my team and my country. It's really nice scoring runs for Trinidad, and I just want to continue doing it.
Well done, sir. Well done, Mr. Cooper. So as an opener, you're facing a new ball against top regional bowlers. What's your mindset and approach like?
Batting a new ball isn't always easy, but I work with my coaches, Riyad Emret and Jamal Mohammed in the nets, and the kind of confidence and the backing they instill in me give me that belief and that confidence to go out there and do it for the team.
Yes, that's wonderful, man. And what are your plans for the rest of the season, Cephas? What are your plans for the rest of the season?
At the moment, I don't have any plans. I just to relax and enjoy time with my family and my loved ones. That's basically it.
Very good. Is there anybody in particular? Of course, as you mentioned, the family, and the coaches. For your support throughout the season, you have done splendidly.
Yeah, well, first I want to say thanks to my mom and my coaches for believing in me.
Right.
And the work they have done with us throughout the season. Both coaches has worked really well with us.
Right.
Also my eldest brother.
Is that Akil?
Yeah. Akil, he have worked from the beginning of my career up to this day. We work tirelessly in the nets.
Wow.
So he's a big part of this as well.
Your development. And then, of course, the mighty creator, the Lord himself, Cephas.
Yeah, most definitely. Without him, nothing is possible. So we just want to give all thanks and praise to him for the health and strength and the mindset, most importantly.
Well, champ, you have done extremely well. You and the Red Force. Thank you very much for this time.
Well done, Mr. Cephas Cooper from Marak Village in southeast Trinidad, Moruga. We have another cricketer from Marak Village, Marissa Aguilera, former West Indies and Trinidad and Tobago captain. Marissa, how are you? So hope you're all well. Marak, very joyous village at the moment, according to Cephas. So let's move on now. Now, just to reflect now, because I'm a historian, as you know, the last time TNT won the regional title was February 2006 versus Barbados in Barbados, 20 years ago, under the captaincy of DG Ganga. DG, are you looking on? TNT team, Simmons Khan, Imran Khan, that is. Ganga, Lara, Ramdin, Bravo, Kelly, Richard Kelly, Riyad Emret, the present TNT coach, Dillon, Dave Mohammed, and Amit Jagannath. Now, in that match in Barbados, in February 2026, TNT 259, 319, Simmons 115 in the second innings. Barbados bowled out for 167 and 147 in Barbados. All right, Dillon 5 for 36. Now, I got in contact with one of the players who participated in that 2006 victory. Public servant in one of the key ministries of, the country right now. What a superb off-spin in his days. Mr. Amit Jagannathan, let's hear him on this clip.
Okay, IBN Sports fans, we have on the line former Trinidad and Tobago off-spin and West Indies player Amit Jagannathan. Welcome to IBN Sports Reel, Amit. How are you, sir?
Good, thank you. Thank you for the invite.
Yes,
I'd like to say congratulations to the Trinidad and Tobago cricket team, Trinidad and Tobago coach, the players, the management. A job well done.
Well,
really proud of them.
Well, we have to recognize your contribution first up for TNT and first-class cricket overall. You know, during your career, 2004 and 14, you captured 265 wickets. Your reflections on your successful first-class career, Amit?
It was a very proud part of my life, and I really enjoyed it, representing Trinidad and Tobago, giving it my best. If it was successful in that regard, I'm grateful for that as well. So, you know, it was very enjoyable.
Great, man. Well, you're part of the Trinidad and Tobago team that last won the regional title in February 2006 versus Barbados in Barbados. That was a huge win under the captaincy of Darren Ganga by 264 runs, Amit. Your memories of this match?
Quite vivid, actually. I remember going into that game, we would have needed to win the game outright in order to clinch the title.
Yes.
And we had a clear plan going out there to play some very intense cricket with the confidence that we'll win the game. And during that course of the game, there were several good performances. We batted well.
Yes.
The first innings set up the first innings, then we bowled really well. We chipped in Barbados to 167 in the first innings.
Correct.
And in our second innings, my teammate Wendell Simmons really propelled Trinidad and Tobago chances with a beautiful 100.
Yes. And then in the back innings, the second innings, we had Mervyn Dillon, which is 5 wickets.
Which was excellent from the experienced pacer back then. He was, one of the senior guys on the team, having played so long for West Indies over the years. To see him deliver that kind of performance was really nice.
Great man. This is 20 years ago. Well, in that match, you ended up with 30 wickets for this season. You've been consistently over that last period, the last 3 years, even before 2006. Bagging so many wickets. What was your success for those bags of wickets, Amit?
To be quite honest, going into the game with 28 wickets, obviously I was betting on myself to pick up a few more wickets, but it didn't work out that way. I only picked up 1 in each inning.
Yes.
However, I did contribute to the success of the team prior to reaching to that stage. So it was, all in all, a very nice experience. I was so elated when Dwayne bowled that ball to Fidel Edwards just outside the off stump, and he just lingered his bat out there, and it took a thick edge to me at gully. I just held on to that so nicely. So everybody was ecstatic, running, celebrating, grabbing stumps. I didn't get any, but I remained with the match ball, so that was nice.
So that is cast in goal, Mr. Amit Jagannathan, that match ball at the home.
It is. I had it autographed by each of the players on the squad that day.
Oh my.
And I still have it in my possession at this time.
Yes, excellent, Mr. Amit Jagannathan. Wonderful memories. Well, you are invited to IBN Sports Reel International at any point in time. We want to thank you very much for your recollection of that 2006 victory. All the best to you, sir.
2006, Trinidad and Tobago history. Amit Jagannathan, he still have that ball 20 years after, somewhere in his home. But in 1985, before 2006, Ranji Nanan won the title in 1985. Ranji, may your soul rest in peace, my brother. Ranji Nanan won Test match in 1980 against Pakistan. Amit Jagannathan should have played more Test matches other than that one. He played against Australia, I believe, in 2008. And Ranji won Test match in 1980 against Pakistan in Pakistan. So let's move quickly. Tennis under 10 tournament last Saturday at the Racket Center in Tacarigua. This photo of Miss Jean Mary, can you see her? Still coaching, played competitive cricket for TNT back in the, tennis, back in the 70s and 80s. She's a part of Tennis Pals, and they organize tennis events throughout the year in collaboration with the Tennis Federation. The president, of course, is Hayden Mitchell. So here's a clip from last Saturday's V10 Red Ball Primary School event featuring 80 kids at the National Racket Center in Tacarigua. Let's look at that clip.
This being a sporting program would have been motivating to me.
Hi, my name is Jean Mary. I'm a tennis coach from our organization is Tennis Pals, and we organize events, tennis events for kids and adults. Today we're having the primary schools tennis tournament, and we're having the red ball version today. And we have almost 80 kids playing at the National Tennis Center right now, and they're having a ball. And we're having as I said, the red ball today, which is the kids under 10, but tomorrow we're going to have the hoop boulder kids, all the SCA kids, and we'll be having the bigger version of the tournament, which is the hard ball, the green dot ball, and the orange ball. We'll be having that tomorrow.
Jean Mary, still coaching, and that, of course, took place last Saturday at the National Racket Center. Now, Miss Mary is a niece. Would you know, this is astonishing. Is a niece of Cyril Mary. We have a photo of Cyril. Hold it right here. Is a niece of Cyril Mary, who played 2 tests for the West Indies in England in 1933. Cyril Mary passed on in 1964 at the age of 53. He has a son, according to what Miss Mary tells me, has a son named Charles Mary, who lives in Santa Cruz, and he's 90 years old. I got to check out this guy, you know. Santa Cruz, 90 years on the history of West Indian cricket. Well, sometime on June the 1st to the 3rd, can we see that poster from the Tennis Federation? The poster, the advertisement? Now hold it right there. So just to add, there's a secondary school tennis action June the 1 to the 3rd at the National Racket Center. You know, coming up, secondary school tennis championship come and represent. So that is a major event that will be taking place June the 1st, 3rd at the National Racket Center in Tacarigua. Well done, Mr. Hayden Mitchell and your team in terms of pushing tennis in Trinidad and Tobago. Right, so let's now move. Gosh, let me see, yes. Great moments in West Indian cricket. I want to again thank my title sponsor, Persads the Food King. Persads, Mr. Persad, I got to meet you sometime. And thank you again for your kind support, sir, on Sports Reel International here on IBN Channel 8. Great moments in West Indian cricket. Derek Murray. Do we have a picture of Derek Murray? The legend himself. Former TNT captain, former vice captain of the West Indies. He turned 83 on May the 20th. On May the 20th, just to run quickly, 62 test matches between 1963 and 80. 1993 runs, 11 50s, took 181 catches. In 367 first-class catches, he scored 13,292 runs, took 740 catches as a wicketkeeper, 108 stumpings. Derek reminded me, as I said, he turned 83 on May the 20th. He reminded me that his mother, may God bless his soul, of course, and her life, sorry, not her soul, her life, my apologies, that she's 104 years old and still alive. Derek Murray, Mom. That's amazing. Now, one of Derek's greatest matches took place on June 11, 1975, the first World Cup held in England in 1975, 1979, 1983. All three first 3 World Cups, the Prudential World Cup took place in England, and all the finals took place at Lord's, right? Good. Now, in that match at Edgbaston, great match, Pakistan 266 over 7 and 60 overs. West Indies were 203 for 9 and facing defeat. Derek Murray in tandem with a last wicket partnership of 64 catapulted the West Indies to a miraculous victory with 2 balls to spare. Derek 61 in 76 balls and Andy Roberts 24. Senior in 48 balls. Gripping match. One of the greatest moments in West Indies cricket history. Of course, West Indies won the World Cup, the first World Cup in 1975, defeating Australia in the final, I believe by 17 runs. They repeated the World Cup victory in 1979 against England, but shockingly lost against India in the 1983 World Cup final. But we have a clip of Derek Murray in that gripping match against Pakistan, June 11th, 1975. Let's have a look.
8th wicket has gone down. West Indies surely now cannot win. It's safe and it's 4 runs. Sarfraz to Holder. Oh, what a great catch by Parvez Mir! A great shot and 4 runs. That's a lovely stroke from Derek Murray. And he's got to hit the stumps. Oh, and he's missed running him out, and they'll take another run. And there it is. It's the winning run for the West Indies. A great game of cricket and a marvellous win by the West Indians. At one stage looking as though they were beaten. And Derek Murray is being trampled by his countrymen there and now being hoisted.
You see that, man? You see that? Derek hoisted. This is 1975, man. Great moments in West Indian cricket history. Now, Derek also reminded me one of his greatest moments in West Indian cricket history was back in 1975, the 5th Test match against India in Bombay. The series was tied 2-all. And the West Indies won the decider by 201 runs. In that match against India back in January 1975, West Indies 604 for 6 declared, Fredericks 104, Kalitra 98, Lloyd 242, Derek Murray 91, a partnership of 250 for the 6th wicket. India 406, West Indies 205 for 2 declared or 3 declared. India 202 all out. Van Burn Holder 6 for 39. Another great moment Derek was telling me in his illustrious career. And let me tell you something here. Derek Murray was not only a cricketer, you know. Straight out of Queen's Royal College, went up England to make his debut in 1963 and took 24 wickets behind his thumb, which was a world record at that time. He was also a diplomat at the United Nations on behalf of Trinidad and Tobago. A diplomat in foreign affairs, mixing, of course, sports and his career in foreign affairs. Wow, I'm scratching my head. All right, we're coming down almost to the end because we're going to show some highlights of that TNT final against Guyana to end off today's program. We have a special feature here. Sport companies been doing a fantastic job. They're bringing the legends of TNT cricket and West Indies cricket into the primary schools as mentors. And this is over the last couple of days and weeks. Let's look at that collage, please, technicians. Macclesville Presbyterian Primary, San Fernando TML, Cush Primary. They're going all over the remotest part, some of the remote parts of the country. Well done, Sport TT. Well done. And just to mention Mervyn Dillon, played 38 test matches, 131 wickets. Test career 1997 to 2004. Ramdin Dinesh, 2005-2016. Test cricket, 74 tests, 28, 98 runs, 41, 400s, 205 catches, 125 stumpings. Lendl Simmons, test match career 2009-11, 8 tests, but he played 68 one-day internationals between 2006 and 2015, 1958 runs, 200s in ODI cricket, and 16 50s. And Shannon Gabriel, a test career between 2012 to 2023, 59 test matches, 166 wickets, best of 8 for 62, average of 32.21 per wicket. Great going by Sport to see the legends of TNT and West Indies cricket into the primary schools. And that's where it should start. West Indian cricket history. Well, I don't think they're talking about West Indian cricket history. But, you know, I should check the Sport on that, you know. Introducing West Indian cricket history into the primary school. Sport, I'll be checking you soon. All right. Now, that basically is there. Now, I have about 8 minutes again. And what I'm going to do is this. I want to thank you again for being with me here live, Riza Basali. A rerun of this program will be next Sunday also, because I have an important event next week Sunday, so I wouldn't be live. So God willing, inshallah, I'll be back in June the 7th. And a rerun of this program will be Thursday, this Thursday at 6 p.m. So we're going to have some reruns of this program. So who missed it will have an opportunity to have a relook. So let us end right now. I want to thank, of course, you know, Pasadzi Food King, my major sponsor, and then my 2 technicians, Zaki and Siddiqa, who have done another wonderful job here tonight. So let us now end with highlights of the Trinidad and Tobago triumph against Guyana in the final, the regional final. We triumphed by 141 runs to bring home the title after 20 years. This is Riza Basali. Assalamu alaikum. May the peace and blessings of God be with you until next time. See you.
Every one of them.
Edged and gone. Well, sharp catch there, Nikhil.
Yeah, excellent from Kemo Paul. Again, probing away on that good length.
Oh, Hines goes with this. And it goes all the way for 6. Fighting fire with fire.
Yeah, Terence Hines has made his mind up quite early in this innings that he's going to be aggressive. With such a challenging period of bowling the last 5 overs.
Sammy's back and he's pulling well. That'll go all the way with the strong wind here. That's 6 runs.
And this was hitting with the swing from Carripier, because Van Lang much slower than the other seamers, and hence that ball is still relatively new, getting the ball to swing and move laterally. Chance, not enough for Morty to take the catch, but enough for Terence Hines to find a maximum. That is so courageous with long on in place.
That's the word there, courageous indeed. Just got enough of that one, Terence Hines. Kick on like you would hope he can.
And here's Pierre. That's out of here. In the zone, so to speak. And he just took his hands through the shot. Sammy's down the trap. And he's going over the top. It has the legs. And that's 6.
So, I think so. You'd prefer actually to be bowling.
Oh, that's pulled away imperiously. And it goes all the way for 6. A flat 6 there from Jaden Seals.
Fair, that was not an easy catch.
Low.
Has Seals got enough? Yes, he has, with the wind as well. This has been some innings as he draws close. And Seals navigates well and will even get a run to take the score to 240 for 9. Remember, folks, they were 87 for 6, 30 overs in.
This one's high. Will it be taken? Yes, simple catch. Taking that third slip, so the innings comes to an end. It falls 2 runs short, Nikhil. This final wicket partnership ends on 98. The score 260 for 9. Anderson Phillip is the wicket.
Maybe that's why they've kept. Has he got bat on that? Yes, he has. Jayden Seals has got something to say. The Red Force strike early. Huge wicket.
That's a big one. And now Nandu's giving back to Jason Mohammed. But he's walking off, so Jason Mohammed has the final say. Edge and gone. Jayden Seals gets the big man. And look at the celebration there, Marley.
2 for 23 for Seals. Given in the end. The Red Force strikes straight after the break. And you look to the heavens, Terrence Hines. Huge moment in this game. Top shot. High class from Kemal Savory, who's been under some pressure early in the innings. Bit of a release and all the way for 6 as well.
When you're making these decisions.
Another one for Hines. It's been the build-up of pressure.
Sun peeping out nicely now here. It's Hines. And he's gone. And look who takes the catch. You can't keep Jayden Seals out of this match.
No, you can't. Scored valuable runs for this Red Force unit over the years.
This time, finally.
Can you bring him forward? Better! That's exactly what we were talking about. The first delivery, he pitches up. He's through the gate.
Needed someone to put their hand up, produce a moment of brilliance. I think maybe Paul was expecting something shorter. This one very full. Just seemed in, maybe did a bit to go through.
There will be a result in this game.
Nick, Big Nick, gone! Massive wicket, extra bounce again. Gone. You're just speaking about it. Kemal Paul, the chief destroyer in that first innings. He makes the first inroad here. Oh, beauty, gone! 2 down. Shamar Joseph joins the party. The Harpy Eagles are well up for this contest.
Oh, that's a full toss. Hoiked away for 6. Miss Turner will have to retrieve that ball.
Probably too high. Oh, given actually. And there is that reaction off the pitch from the ball. And Kemal Paul, again, it's been him all game. Again, clean from Amir Jangu, who has a word to the slip cordon after he plays the shot.
He has to take it on. He is going to take it on. Just as we anticipated here. He's going to fight fire with fire. Back to back.
Yeah.
They've almost made up Jangu's mind for him. Has he picked out fine leg? He has. Jonathan Van Lang takes the catch and the plan has worked.
He wants the 2, Evan Lewis. He'll get it as well. 10 years separating 2 first-class hundreds. What a return to the white clothing. Evan Lewis has taken on the spin, taken down the spin. He has been special on day 3.
Gudakesh Moti. This
Big
one's
shot.
high.
Big shot from Lewis, and it's gone all the way for 6.
Bowled him. He's bowled him. He's got to go. Jayden Seals all of a sudden. So Seals falls for a duck. Top scored in the first innings. What a cruel game cricket can be.
Another chance, and it's Joseph again. This time much easier, and this time pouched. In the first over of the day, the Harper Eagles have struck. And yeah, nice gesture from Moti.
The Harper Eagles have given themselves a chance, and that's this championship pedigree we've spoken about. Can they find a way? They've given themselves a fantastic opportunity. Maybe came into the day thinking we'll be chasing 300.
First one. A loud eruption, the Red Force. Jaden Seals again. It had to be him again.
And he's balled. Through joins the wicket-taking tally. He picks up his first. Had to wait a long time for his first wicket in the first innings. Into his second over, he picks up his first here on day 4. And 2 down now. Trinidad and Tobago Red Force, they can almost smell it.
And that's the thing. With added intent comes added risk. Some glove on that. Maybe will be a boundary nonetheless to the tally.
Nick, gone! Class! Jaden Seals responds. Massive delivery. That's that international class that we were speaking about. Not quite at his best.
And aggressive. He goes again and he'll get more runs. This time 6. Another time he's targeted straight down the ground. Superb from Savory.
Yeah, overpitched.
Wicket finally, and it's the critical one of Gudakesh Moti. Have the Red Force just won the title? They're close, that's for sure.
Concentration from around the wicket, Terence Hines. Inward movement, just a wild swing. It was in his area, just need to be a bit more controlled, and we see that celebration once again.
It's done, it's over. The 2-decade wait is finished. Hungry, thirsty, desperate. A coveted cricketing nation finally has the final jewel in the crown.
Win one of 100